good meatball. Hey. Hello, beautiful YouTube world. It's your girl May Flowers and my girlfriend Stell, and today we are gonna share with you Stell's Balls. They're mouth-watering and delicious and nutritious. But for real, Stell's vegan meatballs, they're amazeballs. We're gonna walk you through this step by step, day by day. I feel like the most important ingredient to any meatball is really the sauce that it comes with. And while Stell makes a delicious, amazing, incredible sauce to go along with her meatballs, it is very near and dear to her heart. So, baby.
I know you guys have been asking for the meatball and the sauce recipe. I just can't do it. I will walk you guys step by step on how to do like a basic marinara, but my secret ingredient will be missing.
To make a basic sauce, aka marinara,
aka gravy. Basic 1 pot of sauce. You're gonna take 2 cans of diced tomatoes,
preferably organic,
with a tiny little thing of tomato paste. First things first, you're gonna take medium to large size Vidalia, a sweet onion.
Vidalia.
Don't let a recipe ever tell you how much garlic to put in. You measure that with your heart.
Truth.
So I put about a palm's worth of diced garlic into my sauce. It's about 5 or 6 cloves.
Big
so
cloves.
You're gonna saute your onion, you're gonna saute your garlic in some olive oil. You're gonna take 2 big handfuls of parsley, dice them up, put that in with your onions and garlic. And then you're gonna take 1 really big handful of basil, chop it up, put that in your saute pan. And then you're gonna take a small handful of oregano, chop that up, put it in your pan. You're sauteing that all together, salt, pepper. She likes her sauce spicy, so I put a little bit of red chili flakes in there. Once your onions and garlic is all cooked down, by the way, you're cooking all this in your pot. You're not using a pan, you're not all 1 pot, 1 recipe. So you're cooking everything down. You're gonna take your 2 cans of tomatoes, with almost the full thing of tomato paste. You're gonna mix it in. Personally, I like a little bit of sweetness to get rid of all the acidity. So I'm not gonna tell you where my secret ingredient to that is, but I know some people put a little bit of sugar. Not even like a 1/4 cup of sugar. Sprinkle it in there, it just helps get that.
What was that?
So you're gonna mix it up and then you're just gonna simmer it on low for
4 to 5 hours. You can like get away with having your sauce sit for an hour, but I'm telling you, it's going to taste completely different if you don't sit there and love it. You really want your sauce to be sitting there marinating and simmering for like hours. When my mom used to make sauce, my grandmother used to make sauce, it was an all day kind of thing. That's your basic marinara sauce. When it comes to cooking, it really comes down to the ingredients that you are using. If you use fresh tomatoes, the type of tomatoes that you're using, it's all going to make a difference in the final outcome of your sauce.
You need fresh herbs.
Yeah, or go to Mama's garden and go pick you some tomatoes, go pick you some basil, some herbs. That's where it's at right there. The complete recipe for the basic sauce and the fabulous meatballs will be listed down below. Your recipe is gonna start out with 2 nice eggplants, which you're gonna wanna slice in half, put on a baking sheet, drizzle it with some olive oil, sprinkle some salt and pepper.
Pop those babies in the oven and you're gonna cook them at 400 for about 45 minutes. While your eggplant is cooking in the oven, you are going to make about a 1/4 cup of dried lentils. You need 1 cup cooked lentils for this recipe.
Once you pop them out of the oven, you're gonna let them sit for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, you're gonna get onions and garlic and herbs ready for your meatballs.
Similar to the sauce, you're gonna take in a pan some olive oil. You're gonna dump in your garlic, your onions, your diced up herbs, and you're gonna cook those all down in a pan together. Once that's all cooked down, take the eggplants. You're gonna cut that little top sticker thing. You're gonna cut the cap off.
Yeah, okay.
So you're gonna put in your food processor or blender all the eggplant with the lentils, and you're gonna mix that up, and that's gonna create a mixture together.
Then you're gonna place your lentil eggplant mixture into a separate bowl. Mix in your breadcrumbs, onion, garlic, herb mixture that you just sauteed, vegan parm, and a tablespoon of tomato paste.
Please note, when you buy your breadcrumbs, most are not vegan. A lot have Parmesan cheese in them, and then there's some really good gluten-free options out there that do tend to be vegan. vegan.
Yeah, all of this is going to change the flavor of your balls slightly. So just consider that if you're gonna use gluten-free breadcrumbs, it might also change the texture and firmness of your balls.
So once that mixture is in a bowl, you're gonna mix it up, you're gonna add some salt, add some pepper. You're gonna take a spoonful of mixture into your palm. Palm-sized meatballs are best.
Roll it up into a nice bowl, make yourself a nice little bowl, and then you put it in the plate.
To get some of the marinara flavoring into your meatballs, you can take the balls, put them in a casserole dish, and what I do is I scoop some of my sauce on top of the balls. This way, when they're cooking, they're gonna absorb some of that lovely marinara flavor in there. You're gonna cook your eggplant meatballs in the oven at 375 for half an hour.
Side note, my favorite way to eat a meatball is when they cook in the sauce. However, we are making meatballs with eggplant. So if you cook your meatballs in the sauce, they're gonna like fall apart. We found that the best way to make these vegan meatballs is to bake them in the oven.
So who's ready to try some meatballs?
Me.
Just doing it on
None of mine.
Just doing it on mine.
Ugh, stinks.
You stink.
Dang, that's good, Joe.
When me and May first started dating, the first time she came down to visit me, I was like, oh my God, this girl's vegan. Like, I can't make her my sauce and balls. Like, I need to come up with the perfect vegan meatball. And I was using Beyond Burgers to make these really, really yummy meatballs. But then we were like, we really don't want to be having these processed foods all the time. Like, can we come up with a recipe that is 100% whole foods, 100% vegan meatball? And I've been waiting to make this video just because I wanted this to be perfect, and I think it is. She's not even talking over here.
Nope, not at all. It's a good meatball. It's a good meatball right there. Honey, you did good. Again, the entire recipe will be listed in the description box below. So go make these meatballs, go check them out, and tell us what you think. Take your photos, tag us on Instagram. Let the world know about these voluptuous vegan balls.
If you have a secret recipe for your sauce that you want to share, I will give you my secret recipe back.
Ooh, so we're doing like some little
I'll do
trade.
a little tradesy.
A little bit.
I'll try your sauce if you try mine.
Ooh, hey. All right, y'all, we love you so dearly. And we'll talk to you next week.